Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from the channel Red Lessons. Thank you so much for tuning in. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a closer look at the newest release by the company Parfum Vintage. And this one is called X Batch, so stay tuned. Now, before I start the video, I do want to mention that there is going to be a giveaway attached to this video, so make sure to stay tuned until the very end so you know how to enter the giveaway. Now, X Batch is the newest release. The perfumer is Damien Stammers, and this one is very much like their predecessors, kind of a clone of other fragrances, but this one, as opposed to being a clone of one fragrance, it takes various elements from other fragrances, or accords rather, and it combines them to create a new fragrance. So from what I was told, they took the Sauvage accord from Dior Sauvage, they got rid of the metallic top notes, and they replaced it with naturals in the form of neroli, bergamot, blackcurrant, lavender, and then they combined it with the accord from Pineapple Vintage Intense, which has a lot of really juicy and robust pineapple. So almost imagine this fragrance as a combination between Dior Sauvage and Creed's Aventus, with a little bit of Roja Dove's Elysium in there too. I kind of get that vibe in there as well. I think this is an amazing fragrance, and I actually have some stories to tell you. So let's go ahead and start off the review by taking a closer look at the presentation. So the presentation for this one is really nice. I love the lustrous finish on the box and the embossed pattern on the box, just really well done. And the bottle has a sticker on it, so it just says Pineapple Vintage. So it's part of the Pineapple Vintage collection, but this one is called X Batch, and it's not a certain batch of Aventus as one would believe, but it's actually a combination of multiple fragrances, combining the best of multiple worlds, and the atomizer on this one works incredibly well. You can control how much you want to spray, and let's go ahead and continue with the smell. Now, as soon as this fragrance opens up, you will see that it doesn't have those screechy metallic notes that are found in Dior Sauvage. Personally, I really like Dior Sauvage. You know, I wear it a lot. I actually gone through an entire bottle. I did end up acquiring a second bottle. We'll call it a backup bottle. But it got rid of those metallic top notes in Dior Sauvage and mid notes, and it replaced them with naturals in the form of neroli, which gives us this really bright and effervescent citrus, bergamot, which does the same, but also blackcurrant. And blackcurrant adds this sort of juicy, sweet, berry-like effect. And I've smelled some natural blackcurrant, and it just smells really musky. Some of it is not to my liking. The one that's used in this fragrance is done particularly well. And then you have a little bit of that lavender in there, which adds this gentlemanly vibe about it. I can totally smell Dior Sauvage. And if somebody had to pin this as a clone of anything, it would be a clone of Dior Sauvage. But there's so much more going on in here. It's not a pure and direct and explicit clone of Dior Sauvage, because the more you smell it, it's reminded you of that pineapple. I'm looking at it right now from the corner of my eye. It's reminding you of the Pineapple Vintage Intense, which takes this really bright and robust pineapple note. So it's almost like take everything that worked really well in Dior Sauvage and everything that worked really well in Creed's Aventus, take them and fuse them into one fragrance. Guys, I've been wearing this for the past few days, and the amount of compliments that I've been getting from this fragrance is scary. Now, those of you who know me know I'm not all about compliments. I would have just ended my collection at Creed's Aventus if I were just about compliments. But it's nice to get complimented every once in a while, because let's face it, sometimes, most of the time, we're wearing fragrances for ourselves, but a lot of times we're wearing fragrances for the people around us too. And it always brightens our day, and it, you know, puts us in a cheery mood whenever we receive a compliment from somebody else. We're never gonna, you know, get mad at somebody for complimenting us. So with this one, I have received so many compliments. People saying, what is that? Where'd you get it from? Where can I buy it? How much does it cost? And it was unreal. And this is one of the fragrances where, instead of me asking my wife and provoking her and saying, hey, what do you think of this? Oh, you love it? Okay. This is one of the fragrances where my wife approached me and she was like, what are you wearing today? You need to wear that one more often. So I don't know what it is. I think this might actually, I'm going to test the waters and I'm going to spend more time with it. But all I'm saying is this fragrance has potential of being my most complimented scent ever, which is kind of hard to say because, and I'm not getting paid for this review. This bottle was sent to me for review. I'm not getting paid for this. It's not a sponsorship or anything like that. It's not a paid sponsorship. But this fragrance honestly is amazing. And I really like Suave, which was their rendition of La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. And I really like a lot of the pineapple vintages as well, Noir Intense, Beyond Noir. I think they're both great, and they kind of took the smoky aspects of Creed's Aventus and they reintroduced them into that fragrance. And it's everything that people miss about the XO2 batch and all these other batches. But I will have to say, this fragrance does things particularly well, and I'm excited for you guys to try it and for you to wear it out in public and see just how well it does. So let's go ahead and finish the review by taking a closer look at my overall assessment. First up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, it's a somewhat unique scent because, like I said, it doesn't smell explicitly of Dior Sauvage or Creed Aventus. It actually combines elements of both fragrances to create a brand new fragrance, combining the best of both worlds, and I think they knocked it out of the park here. And overall smell, one of the most pleasant scents I've ever encountered in my life, honestly. Try it yourself. You be your own judge. Longevity on this one was okay. You know, I got about 6 to 7 hours. It's not beast mode longevity, but I'm happy with it. It got me through my workday on a number of occasions. Projection was great for like the first 2 hours, the same way that Aventus jumps off your skin and Dior Sauvage jumps off your skin as soon as you spray them on is exactly what I got here. And in terms of the versatility, the best that it could be, honestly. The only thing is I wouldn't wear it in the dead of winter, which is kind of where we are now. And I live on the East Coast, so it has a tendency of getting really cold here. But otherwise, I think it's incredibly versatile, and I think it leans a little masculine. And then presentation on this one, very nice, especially the box. Really stepped the game up with the box. I love the old gold feel on this one. I just think they did a really great job. Final verdict, it's one of my favorite scents. This is one of my favorite scents. I feel like they did a fantastic job with this one. I love what they did, combining elements of other, and you know what? I think this really is a step forward, and it's a step in the right direction for Parfum Vintage, because they're showing their versatility as their craftsmanship as a perfumer, and it's not just about making clones anymore, but it's about taking the best of all these different elements and combining them together in these accords and fusing them and meshing them, this amalgam of all this greatness, and just bottled into one. So I love it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to review this fragrance on my channel, and thank you for just giving me the opportunity to own this fragrance. It's a great fragrance, so thank you so much for that. Really excited about this one. So I would like to part with a 5 milliliter decant of this fragrance to one lucky winner. And all you have to do is leave a comment down below and tell me, what is your best fresh fragrance? I've asked what's your favorite clone in the past, so I'm not going to ask that today. What's your favorite fresh fragrance? Is it Nautica Voyage? Is it Dior Sauvage? Is it Dylan Blue? Just let me know. And that's it. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was my review on X Batch by Parfum Vintage, the newest release. If you own or have tried anything from this company, also leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And please give this video a like so I know you're watching it and I know you're supporting and you appreciate what I do for you guys and the content that I try to deliver on, if not a daily basis, then every other day. And I really value you guys and your feedback. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Also, remember to enable notifications by clicking on the bell so you never miss any future content, reviews and giveaways like this one, top 10s, unboxings, and a ton of other types of videos. Thanks again for tuning in. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.